Let's go.
Irish.
Alrighty. They not like us. All right, double R, man. First show, here we go, man. And hits. You already know how we do things right now, man. Just shout out to the DNA gaming, the entertainment business. You know the label, man. You just think about the rap industry. Our label is DNA Gaming. Let's get to it. So we got the DNA League. Mike and Shoguns is running that thing. Got that thing doing what it do. We are looking for 4 members over there in the DNA League, man. However, most of the homecoming guys in my homecoming league are nobody's over there. It's all, guys that don't play in the homecoming league. But we're opening up to anybody that wants looking for another league. We might have 4 spots opening up, just in activity, not meaning that they're already out the league and the spots are open, but inquiries will allow you to be able to come give it a shot. Let's take a look at where we at here. All right, so we lost a member and then gained a member right away after we lost a member last night. And we gained a member. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 4 spots available in our double R league. We're not chasing them. We don't care if you play, if it's 34 or not. We don't really care to have 34, but we do have 4 spots opening up. And it's not 4 spots for any of the big 4, the Power 4 programs. If you want a group of 5 school, you can come take a group of 5 school. Like we have a guy that has Tulane which is perfect for us because that'll give us, if he does what he has to do over there in the group of five and win the championship over there, he'll be in the playoffs and we'll have all user games in the playoffs for the most part. Um, Before we get into what we're getting into today on the show, first I would like to send my prayers out to anybody affected by the hurricane, from the first hurricane we just had a couple of weeks ago to the one that's coming now, man. Especially the Florida guys, man. Listen, our prayers is out to y'all. We just hope you guys stay safe. Hope your families are safe. Hope God put his shield around y'all and protect y'all through the trying times y'all going through right now, man. We definitely over here in game and DNA gaming have our concerns for you guys. A lot of you guys I know and I've been around a while playing this game with. And some of you guys I built relationships with. Some of y'all we got a love-hate relationship. But in these type of times, nothing matters besides y'all well-being. So I just want to give a shout out, a big prayer up to all my Florida guys and anybody affected by this hurricane that's coming home. So we'll get through that. All right. So the Double R League was created invite only. It was created really to match with our RDL League, which is my Real Draft Madden League. Now, most of you guys know, and some of you guys probably don't, that's new in the league with me, that I run a league in Madden called Real Draft. Pioneers to this bitch, right? What we did was, we we what we did was we started a league in Madden where, a while ago, Madden 18, we started a league called Real Draft. And what we did was our draft classes persisted of real life college and high school players that were coming out during those times. So, for example, Madden 25, that's the 25 class. So those guys are in college right now playing their last year of college football. They'll be in our draft class, right? This is before college football, right? We started off using spreadsheets to get the guys in. Then the game allowed us to build them ourselves. And then they also allow you to download draft classes. Now, something we don't do, we don't download anybody's draft class. I sit and make the players myself. And with the help of Mike, what we do is we really precise with it. We do the research, we do our homework, and we know exactly everything about the player before we put them in our draft class. Now, Double R was formed, and the Double R stands for Real Recruits. All right. So the Double R League was formed to go hand in hand with my RDL League, which is Real Draft League, right? And the difference is Madden, I always split the disc the whole year of Madden, 24, 23, 22. What we do is we ran two leagues. We had a league called Game of Thrones to start off the disc with. And then when the combine and the Super Bowl was played and the real life combine of the NFL happened, we started the Real Draft League, where we combined what was going on in the combine, everybody getting prepared for the NFL draft year. We combined that with our Real Draft League. So we split Madden disc by disc in half with two different leagues. Now, because of college football coming back out, we will not be doing that anymore. With our Madden League, we'll start with the Real Draft right away. And one of the things that was super lit with the Real Draft was we simmed the first year and started with the draft class, incoming draft class. We're not doing that anymore. We are running it hand in hand with Double R. And what we're doing is the first season is being played while the first season of Double R is being played. And we're going to, those that are going to come out, right? We're not going to speculate, right? You got guys that are going to be juniors or redshirt sophomores that might decide to stay in college football for the 2025 year instead of coming out in the draft. So what we're doing is whatever happens in Double R, those guys that actually come out for the draft. And we're not just looking for guys that on your team that are draft eligible, meaning like, oh, he has a first round grade, he has a fifth round grade, he has a seventh round grade. The entire class, even the seniors, because there's going to be guys on your team that could be somewhere between the 83 to 87 overall that don't get drafted. They just going to say graduated. Don't worry about that. Those guys will be in our draft class, right? So whatever happens during the 2024 season of Double R, and whoever comes out will determine what the draft look like in Real Draft. So if you're in Real Draft and you're not in Double R, you're gonna have to pay attention to the shows to get a jump on what players are gonna look like coming out into the Madden, right? So whatever comes out in our college league is going right to the Madden league. So for example, if we just go to stats right now, and let's just go to stats, and let's go to national real fast. My bad. So we're looking at passing leaders, right? All right, Jaylon Daniels, and Kemp, you better chill the fuck out too, bro. You be breaking every computer rule known to man. Knock it off, bro, before you start taking losses. All right, so Jaylon Daniels is a senior. We know he coming out. He's a 90 overall. We know he's going to be in the draft class, right? So Shador Sanders, obviously senior, right? DJ Ugalele, senior. Now let's just say DJ Dookie don't come out. Let's say he don't get drafted. Let's just say he graduates and he's done, his college career is over. He'll still be in our Madden league. The difference is you're looking at a Jalen Daniels who's a 90 overall, a Shador Sanders who's a 93 overall, DJ Dookie is an 85 overall, right? Now, how it's going to translate to college is no, they will not come out 90 overalls in the NFL, right? We're gonna nerf him down. So like, let's say he's a 90, he might come out at 80 overall. He's a 93, he might come out at 83 overall, right? And then everything else remains same. All their combine numbers and all that stuff, we have all those recorded. I've been making these players since Madden 18, right? So it looked like what, 5-year stretch of me and Mike making players. So we know these guys inside and out for the most part. The college landscape, we really have a good handle on it. So when these guys come out, what you're going to see is you're going to better determine what you're dealing with, right? So DJ Ugalele come out here 85, he might come out at 75 on a game. But you're looking at DJ Ugalele and whatever he does in the Double R League right now, he's the third best passer right now with 3,700 yards right now. He's third on the list in passing yards, 38 touchdowns. So he's actually having a 60%. He's actually having a good season, right? What you're looking for is what they do stat-wise, how they play, games won, awards they win and all that will determine if they're going to have abilities or not. So this is why it's important that if you're not in the college league to pay attention to all the shows we're going to do in Double R, because you'll get a handle on what guys are going to be ability based and what guys are not, right? So right now, Jaden Daniels probably will come out on some type of trait, right? He can either be a star, superstar, or X factor, right? Depending on how his season go. Same thing with Shador Sanders and so on, right? And then you get in a situation where you get a guy like Quinn Ewers. What happens if he decides not to come out on the game? We know he's coming out in real life, right? It'd be stupid for him to stay in college football when they don't even need him right now, right? Arch Manning in the building. But if he decides to stay on the game and don't go anywhere, then he will not be in our 2025 draft class. You get what I'm saying? This is why it's important and why we're linking the connection, Double R and RDL. All right. So Quinn Ewers is a redshirt junior and he's a 92 overall, and he might decide to stay in college football. We've seen that happen in my homecoming league with Penn State. Their quarterback decided not to go. One of the best defensive players in the country decided to stay, right? And if that happens and you get you guys to stay, then they're not going to come out until they come out, right? So if Ewers is not coming out in the 2025 class, then he'll probably come out, well, he's going to have to come out in the 2026 class. And then he'll be his ranking to go, right? Right now, if he's the fourth best quarterback in the game right now, he might be the number one quarterback of the 2026 class. So like Travis Hunter, let's say he stays. He's a junior right now. He still has a senior year. Then if he doesn't come out, then his ranking and the movement of what he do in the 2025 season will determine where he's ranked at coming out in our Madden class, right? So you're going to better go through every position and see who's who and who to pay attention to as far as, what they look like on the game. So only thing you don't ignore in real life about these players is what they really are, their attributes, who they really are, all that type of stuff will be there. But as far as they getting a handle on what they're going to come out as far as ability wise and how we're making these guys is going to determine what they do in this league, Double R. All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's get some of the basic situations and rules down when it comes down to the college and the NFL leagues, right? All our rules will be in the rules chat. You will have a rules chat. Please pay attention to the rules, right? There's a lot going on there, so pay attention to the rules and just pay attention to the rules. Bottom line, gameplay rules, league rules. Just pay attention to what's going on. Now, in a real draft, one of the things you want to pay attention to is the draft, how draft picks, how you can accumulate picks, which a go, which not a go, right? We have a rule change right now. If you make a trade with a team within the first 2 to 3 weeks of Madden, then you can keep them picks wherever they land at, right? Outside of that, you only can have 2 first-round picks, right? But only one inside the top 10. But let's just say you made a trade with somebody for a future first. The next year, wherever that first land at, you can keep it, right? But now, if you make a trade with somebody in week 5 for their first-round pick this year and next year, if that shit fall inside the top 10 and you have another pick that's in the top 10, you gotta trade that pick out. All right. So, you can have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and then 3 picks each from any rounds 3 through 7 from there. Right. So 2 firsts, 2 seconds. You only can have 1 first in the top 10 unless you made the trade before week 3 of every season. Okay. All right, we'll get over there to the Madden and all that stuff in a second. Let's just talk about what's been going on. Right now, we are in week 10 in Double R League right now. So let's get to it right now. The first thing we're going to do is look at the college football bracket right now. If the playoffs was to start today, Tulane will be at the 12th seed. Georgia will be the 5th seed. Miami will be the 9th seed. Kansas will be the 8th seed. Michigan is 11. Oregon is 6. Penn State is 10. And North Carolina is 7. All right, the teams that will have a bye will be Colorado in 4th, Oklahoma sitting at 1, Florida State at 3, and USC sitting at 2. That's what the playoff brackets will look like as of week 10, although we have another 5 weeks of football before we get into the playoff conversation. All right, let's go to a World Watch list right now, man. Who's shitting right now? All right. So we're looking at young Chris Johnson, the redshirt freshman from out of Miami. And Randy going crazy with him. He's definitely in the Heisman candidate race right now. This guy is being used the way I expect him to be used, right? A receiving back, right? And if you watch Miami in real life, they kind of use him in those days. They just want to get that speed on the field, right? And I think Randy is doing a really good job of using him in the way he does, right? He's more, his numbers is humongous when it comes down to receiver. Like, he can literally turn him into a slot receiver if he wanted to. And he's shitting right now, and that's why you see him as player of the year right now. He's one of the, if not the number one in the Heisman votes right now as well. How about Amarion Hampton? Whoever got North Carolina, man, I got to pay attention to all the users. I will be sending a DM out to every user, because most of y'all either been in my league at some point, or you know somebody that's been in the league, and that's why you're over here right now. So I'm going to get to introduce myself to all you guys that I'm not completely familiar with, to show some love and make sure we build a connection. However, if you're watching the show and you are in Double R or you are in Real Draft, man, comment your team name in the comment section, man. Let us know you're here. Especially in Real Draft, I do shows and I hand out gifts and during those shows, so the participation will matter. Simply as that. In real life, Amarion Hampton, one of the better running backs in the country right now. And the fact of the matter is that they're using him and he's putting in the work he's putting in right now is solid. So we got a receiving running back at 1. At number 2, we have a power back. And then there's Travis Hunter, the two-way wonder, right? This kid's doing it all in Double R right now, not only as a receiver, but as a DB too. He's putting in that work. We'll see how it falls going forward right now. Boy, everything platinum over there on him. Jalon Daniels, man, he's not having a good year in real life, but on the game right now, he's putting in work, right? He's out of control. That's what he is. He's out of control, because we have an out of control using right now. But I tell you one thing, he knows what he's doing with him. And it's good to see, guys, different guys, because in my homecoming league, I love my homecoming league. Understand what I'm saying? These guys, most of the guys in my homecoming league, I would say all of them for the most part, are veterans amongst my leagues, right? And these guys can ball and they do their thing with these teams, right? So Jalon Daniels, Kemp actually played in my league in 2024 Madden. So and he was a good user. So we know he's active and he'll play his games. Now, getting him to follow the rules, that's a little different. But other than that, he's going to have Jalon Daniels in the mix. Just know that. How about Jackson Arnold, right? Max came in and got Oklahoma. As you can see, they're the number 1 team in the country right now. And their sophomore quarterback, he should be a redshirt freshman. I don't even know how he's sophomore. The game be messing up a lot, though. Again, hit the like button while you in here watching, and comment your team name in the comment section. Let us know you're here. All right, Malik Benson. He not only did he come out of junior college and go down to Alabama as the top 3 junior college player in the portal, he ended up leaving when Saban left to go to Florida, and we seeing right now is Coach Harold has him going crazy right now. Now, a lot of this is Harold in the beginning. He went crazy, he broke every fucking computer rule known to man. And that's why Ugalele up there right now. And also, Malik Benson is playing well because right now Harold wasn't able to play his game, so he's getting forced wins against the computer, and he's going to take losses to users. But he's back now, so everything's back up and running. And his main receiver is Malik Benson. When you got a speed demon like this, you better use him. Simple as that. And I think DJ Ugadoogie is motherfucking using this guy to his best advantage. Any league you in, you know Nicholas Singleton is one of the fastest running backs in the country, and our Penn State user is dominating with him right now. So shout out to Nicholas Singleton. At 8, you got Nico Amaliva. All right, they just went through a coaching transformation. They got a new coach over there, so we're going to see if the new coach come in and pick up where the old coach left off at, and see if we can see Nico go to heights that we never seen before. How about Mason Graham, the D tackle, sitting at number 9 right now from out of Michigan? Coach Rob got these guys. What up, Harold? Harold. All right, so Mason Graham, Rob got him going crazy right now. How about Zachariah Branch? Every league I'm in that got USC, that you know Zachariah Branch is one of my favorite guys. I've always drafted him in real draft. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get away with getting these type of guys late in real draft now, because now college football here, everybody knows guys. So that's gonna be fun seeing how you scout, do your homework, and get ready for real draft off of these guys in the league right now. So Zachariah Branch is number 10 on the list. Devin Neal, the running back, who's another top 10 running back in the country, and Dylan Sampson, who's starting to become a favorite running back to me in college football right now. He's balling out, especially in that type of offense. And that veer and shoot is crazy. And the fact of the matter is always the box is always available for him. If you got 5 in the box, that's a run formation for them. That's a run down for them, and they do a good job of making sure he touched the rock. All right, who balling right now? Our head coach is Rivera, Gambred Rivera. USC, you got K-Man Guru, Adrian Peterson with Oklahoma, Brandon Shelton, Harold Coleman, Deion Sanders, Colorado, Willie Scruggs, Central Michigan. We don't know who that is. D-Mac Tulane is a user. A.J. Green is the coach of Georgia. Matt Curry, North Carolina. Rob, G-O-H. Rob, what? God, what the fuck, Rob? And then Don Bishop, Penn State.
We getting robbed for HC loudly crying face.
All right, best quarterbacks right now. You got senior Jalen Daniels, Jackson Darnold second, Nico Amaliva, DJ Uga Booty, and Shador Sanders are your top 5. Quinn Ewers, Ty Thompson, Tulane, Curtis Rourke, Preston Stone, Dillian Gabriel, Cam Ward, and Garrett Green runs down your top 12. Defensive player of the year right now, Mason Graham, the D tackle. He might be the 95 overall, might be the best player on the game for real. Mikael Williams out of Georgia, outside linebacker, putting in work. Danny Dennis Sutton, he not even the best player on his team, but he balling out. Jalen Walker, another Georgia outside linebacker. When you're dealing with all 5 stars, and one of my favorite players in the country, Ruben Bain Jr. Right. Good to see that different users with this team is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing with them. That's what's up. How about my boy Patrick Payton, whatever you want to call him, Florida State edge rusher. He's sitting there number 6. Tyleek Williams, Ohio State. He's a big-time real draft name. Tajay McCoy, my guy, a freshman. Tajay McCoy, Jordan Burch, transferred from South Carolina to Oregon, and last year he balled out, and he balling out again this year in real life. Jack Sawyer from Ohio State, one of the best ends in the country. Patrick Jenkins, D tackle for Tulane, and then Marquise Lightfoot, the young freshman for Miami. All right, Oklahoma, they got all types of DBs in Oklahoma. And you're going to see it on this list, right? Robert Spears Jennings, free safety, junior. Peyton Bowen, Oklahoma, strong safety. So both their safeties doing what they do. Kobe Bryant is a top corner in college football as a 2024 for real. He's a dog, and he got a teammate that's a dog too as well. This guy will be no less than a day 2. Second round pick in my opinion in real life. All right, Dayon Hill, cornerback, junior from Miami, sitting there. How about DeAndre Boykins, strong safety from North Carolina? Billy Bowman Jr., he's a monster in the senior season. He's sitting there on strong safety alert right now. 335 look like Oklahoma playing. How about Jabbar Muhammad? He transferred from the University of Washington when his coach left and went to Alabama, and he went over there with One of the coaches I can't stand, Coach Falk, got Oregon right now, and Dan Lanning, bitch ass, and Jabari Muhammad is 7 on the list with the best corner in the game right behind him, and Will Johnson, Jalen Reed right here. And the crazy thing is that they won't show Travis Hunter as the best defensive back in here, but he probably, whoever got the stats, he got those stats right along the match with him, especially pick sixes. Gentry Williams, Oklahoma. As you can see, they got a corner, junior. Jordan Matthews, Tennessee, and then Markeith Williams, strong safety, who I think he transferred from Washington too as well. Did he? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's not him. Sorry. All right, Chris Johnson Jr. he's not leading the country at all in rushing yards, but because of what he's doing, he's definitely sitting here as the best running back. They need to put him at slot, get him out of the way, because he's in the way right now. And Marion Hampton, Nicholas Singleton, and Dylan Sampson, Devin Neal, Damian Martinez. That's their real running back right there, and they got a couple more too. So you'll see that as the season goes and as the years go. Donovan Everett, number 7. He's a cover guy. How about Gavin Sawchuk, speed demon for Oklahoma, sophomore. Quentin Joyner, USC. CJ Baxter, Texas. And Jeremiah Love, Notre Dame, with Woody Marks. Again, 2 USC backs on here in the top 12. Best receivers, Travis Hunter, Malik Benson, Jordan Hudson from SMU, Evan Stewart, Oregon, Zachariah Branch, USC, Mario Williams. He went to Oklahoma. He left when, what's the quarterback name? That went to the Bears. He left when their coach left and went to USC, played 2 seasons with USC, and then transferred out to Mario Williams, transferred out. He a dog, so the fact that Tulane got him balling right now. How about my boy Jimmy Horn Jr., number 7 on this list right now? He got to get his numbers up. We got to try to get him to about an 88, 90 so he can get picked in the right round. Kobe Campbell, Rice, computer team, another computer team, and then Andrell Anthony. Quiet as kept, Oklahoma got one of the better receiver rooms in the country now. In real life, all of them hurt. So you're not going to see it. Then they had the transfer that came in from Purdue that's a dog as well. So I think Max is going to get a lot out of this receiver room, right? They got a really good receiver room. And Anthony, his career it started at Michigan, and he was injured in the COVID year and all that shit before he got to Oklahoma. He's a dog. And then Quentin Skinner, man, anytime you got a 6'5" deep threat like this, it's a problem. As you can see, Kansas ranked number 6 in the country. All right, Lombardi. This goes to the best Defensive Lineman of the Year award. Mason Graham is 1. Danny Denson Sutton, Ruben Bain Jr., Patrick Payton, Tyleek Williams, Caden Woolard, Jordan Burks, Jack Sawyer, Patrick Jenkins, Tulane, Marquise Lightfoot, Tajay McCoy, and Josiah Stewart, Michigan. Let's get to the Golden Arms, all seniors. There's nobody on this list besides senior quarterbacks. You're looking at number 1, Daniels, DJ Ugalele, Shador Sanders at 3, Curtis Work from Indiana, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward, Garrett Green, Braden Strager. You got Kyle McCord, Syracuse, Carson Beck, Georgia, Tyler Shuff, Louisville, and Daquan Finn as your senior quarterbacks right now. You start looking at the overalls, you'll tell who's going to get drafted if they leave, right? First round or second round grade, first round to a first round grade period. First round grade. He's coming out. This could be a second round somewhere between. If he go up 1 more point, he's a first round grade, or early second. Draftable. I don't know what round. Kyle McCord. He's a first round talent, and that's that. All right, best defensive end in the country. You're looking at Penn State's Dennis Sutton, Ruben Bain, number 2, Patrick Payton, Tajay McCoy, Jordan Burch, Jack Sawyer, Lightfoot, Josiah Stewart, Caden Woolard, Nick Squirton, Texas A&M, James Pierce Jr., and L.T. Overton for Alabama. Best interior lineman right now, Georgia, Ratledge. You got Clay Webb, Jacksonville State, who cares? Jonah Monheim, USC, Alabama's Tyler Booker. How about Gus Hartwich, Purdue, Joshua Gray, Oregon State, Dylan Felch, Fairchild, Georgia, Alabama's Parker Brailsford, the center, Jacoby Sal Worley, Penn State. And then you're looking at 2 guys we don't care about because they're not being used here. Now, who got the best tight end? Amari Nye Black, Texas. Coastal Loveland, both of these guys are definitely, they can come back for a year, but they got draft all over them, especially Oscar Delp. Look at that. All right, and then Jared Casey, senior. He putting in work, so the more work he put in, he'll get drafted. Other than that 80 overall, I have him graduating. How about Caden Helms, Oklahoma? He a sophomore. He should be back. Allen Ballman, Tulane. You got our Tulane user playing right now. Randy Pittman Jr., UCF. Bryson Nesbitt, North Carolina. Anthony Torres, Toledo. Terrence Ferguson. He really be balling in real life. Jack Villing and Dominic Mazzotti. All right. We're looking at the award. This award is presented to Assistant Coach of the Year. It looks like Edwin Morrison, the D coordinator for Kansas. Danny Boyd, Bear King, Max Keys, Oklahoma. Kyle Skinner, JoJo Wood, Miami, DC. Jaden Khalid, DC for Oklahoma. Jalen Swole, OC for USC. George English, Florida State. Ryan Winston, OC for Colorado. Hank Springer, OC for Florida State. And DC Michael Henry for Colorado. Top 12. Best linebackers in the country, Michael Williams outside. Jalen Walker, Georgia back-to-back. Wesley Bethane, he's the Saint, is there for Miami. You got CJ Hicks, Ohio State. Jeffrey Bassa for Oregon. Jamon Johnson. You got Tawan Berryhill Jr. from Kansas. Justin Jacobs, Oregon. Cornell Willard, Kansas. Got Kansas balling right now. Jaron Canick, Oklahoma. Alabama, Jahai Campbell. And Eric Gentry, the 6'6 super freak for USC. All right. Best centers. Let's get that out the way right now. USC at 1. Hartwich. Brailsford. These are draft-worthy guys. Come down to the user, Cooper Mays. Any more users? Yep, Maurice Smith, veteran, and then Vincent Murphy for Tulane. All right, I don't care about the punters right now. Now, who the kick returners? Luke Grimm, little white ass out here running shit back. Darwin Barlow, senior. Jaquez Petaway, Oklahoma. Major Everhart. Rashawn Luke, the speed demon for Arizona. What up, what up, what up? What's your drill? Michael Petaway. You got TJ Abrams. D. John Stanley, Jelani Walker, you got George Petaway, and then no more users from there. All right, that's your awards list right now. Let's look at our top 25 before we go to our Heisman real fast. Who are your top 5 in the Heisman race right now? Chris Johnson as a redshirt freshman balling out. Marion Hampton. Travis Hunter got the 3rd vote. Jaylon Daniels at 4, and Jackson Arnold rounds down your top 5 in the Heisman vote right now. All right, let's get to the top 25 real fast. Let's go down and come back up. See how many users is in this conversation right now. All right, so Utah sitting at 5-2. Coach Snake. You got Tulane at 22, 7-2 record right now. You got UCF 6-2 at number 20 in the country right now. Knox and LSU is sitting at 19. North Carolina State, computer. Florida sitting at 17. Clemson at 16. Virginia Tech at 15. Texas at 14. Ohio State at 13. Colorado at 12. Alabama at 11. Michigan at 10. Now we in the top 10. You got Michigan, Penn State at 9, Miami sitting at 8, Florida State at 7, Kansas at 6, North Carolina is balling right now 7-0 at 5, Oregon 6-1 at 4, Georgia 7-1 at 3, USC 9-0 at Oklahoma rounds off your top 2 in the country right now. All right, as far as the ACC go, right? North Carolina undefeated. Florida State got a loss, but they're 7-0 in the conference. North Carolina's 5-0. Clemson's right behind them at 6-0. 6-1. Miami 7-1. North Carolina State 4-1. Virginia Tech 4-1. Then you go down to Notre Dame sitting at 3-4. You look at the Big 12. First of all, look at the American Tulane holding that down 7-2 overall, 5-0 in their conference right now. The Big 12, you're looking at Colorado sitting at 6-0, right along with Kansas, 9 wins, 7-0 right now. And they should be matching up head to head. UCF sitting at 6-2, 3-2 in the conference. Come down to TCU, 6-3, 3-3 in the conference, and Utah 5-2, 2-2 in the conference. In the Big 10, USC is undefeated still. Oregon with a loss, Penn State with a loss, Michigan with 2 losses, Ohio State with 3 losses, Nebraska with 2 losses. That rounds off them. And then all our users in the SEC, we're looking at Oklahoma 6-0, Georgia 6-1, Florida 5-1 in the conference, 3-1 Texas, Alabama 5-2, LSU 4-2, Ole Miss is 3-2, Texas A&M 3-2, Tennessee 3-3 right now, Arkansas 2-4. Don't get it fucked up. Boone can't play because of power, or this wouldn't be like that at all. South Carolina 2-4, Missouri 1-4 in the conference.
USF fan. Jacob got USC at 2. Tennessee. Or is that a different user for us?
Yeah, we got a different user for Tennessee. We got to see how that goes. All right, let's go real quick to the stats before we go over there to the real draft league. Let's look at what's going on stat-wise over here. All right, so we saw what it was nationally. Your top quarterback right now, Jalen Daniels with 3,781 yards, Shador 3,767, Ukulele 3,700, Ewers 3,400. You like him right behind Ty Thompson, 30,000. He got 3,031 yards. Cam Ward with 3,008 yards. Our next user, Preston Stone, Orgies 2,700. And now let's look at the touchdowns. How many touchdowns is getting thrown right now? 49 for Shador, Cam Ward with 40. Ugalele 38, Daniels 36, Ewers 32, 30 club. Gabriel with 32, Thompson with 31, and Amaliva with 30 as well. All right, let's see the percentage going on right now. Guys that played in every game, you start looking at. Amaliva leads the country with 76%. Shador 75%. Start looking at Jaden Maivia. They playing him over, baby boy. He's 72%. I like that. That's smart. All right, when it comes down to rushing yards in the country right now, you're looking at, all right, Makai uses a dog, and I'm glad Tulane using him because he's going to the league for sure. He's really a dog. 1,159 yards. Martinez is second with 1,025 or 1,125 yards. Devin Neal touched the 1,000-yard mark right now with 1,086. How about Amarion Hampton, 126, 929, 7.4 yards a pop right now. He leads the country in yards per average per carry. Dylan, my boy Dylan Hayden is sitting at 141, 928 yards, 6.6 on the year right now. Looking at Jalen Buckley, Love, Jeremiah Love, 857. Quentin Cooley, Dylan Sampson, 826. How about Nicholas Singleton, 826. You use Lyle Bentley with 814. Ashton Genty. I'm surprised nobody tried to come in and get them. I would have picked this team for real. I think somebody need to use this team. So if there's a user out there that want to come in and help make it interesting in the group of five and give Tulane a little flex over there, come take Boise State. I would love to see that. All right, touchdowns on the year right now. 13 for Marion Hampton. Sampson with 12. Nicholas Singleton with 11. Edwards, my boy Donovan Edwards with 11. Jaden Daniels running the ball with 11. Not only is he throwing the ball all over the park, he's rushing as well. Hughes with 10. Devin Neal 10. Mario Anderson and Ragsdale all 10. We're not going no farther than the 10-10 club. But just because Chris Johnson Jr. is in the number one lead in the Heisman, he got 509 yards rushing, 4.78 touchdowns right now. All right, who got the most catches in the country right now? Travis Hunter with 66. Behind him is two running backs, Chris Johnson and Marion Hampton. They throw the ball to their running backs, baby. 60 catches for Zachariah Branch. How about Jordan Hudson with 57? Hagens from Duke. Another running back, Quentin Jordan out the backfield, 54. Rock Taylor, wide receiver, 54. You got Shalik Knox transferred out. You know, he at Maryland. He was at Alabama. He got 54 catches as well. Let's go to 1,000 club. How many guys we got in 1,000? Travis with 1848. Malik Benson with 1705. Chris Johnson with 65 catches and 1427, average 22 yards a pop. And then Jordan Hudson is another 1,000-yard receiver right now. Sneaking up on you is I'm looking for you. Mario Williams, 954. Evan Stewart, 940. Zachariah Branch, 924. Skinner, 924. And then you're looking at Matthew Golden, 914. Touchdowns on the year right now. Chris Johnson with 29. Travis Hunter, 24. 18 for Benson, 16 for Stewart. All right, double-digit club. Hudson. You got Andrell Anthony. You got Kobe Campbell from Rice. Jimmy Horn Jr. with 12. Zachariah Branch with 12. Mario Williams with 12. Lacey for LSU with 11. Credle for Memphis Tigers, 10. Caden Saunders, Penn State. Humphreys with 10. And then my boy Squirrel White with 10 as well. On the defensive side of things, let's see who leading the league, the league in tackles. You got Basaint with 79 from out of Miami. Look at Marquise Williams, 76, and Desmond Igabinson, the brother of the cornerback for Ohio State. Now, when we do tackle for losses, we got to go throughout the whole shit. 25, 6, 15, 12, and 10. I guarantee you that's not right. I'm quite sure. 24 from Ruben Bain, 17, 17, 15, 13, 13, 13. Oh, my God. There's a lot of guys with double digits in the ACC. Looking at the American League, we're just looking for Tulane. 10. All right. Big 12. Looking at 19 for Tade McCoy. Iwanko, 17. BJ Green, 13. Dylan Brooks, Kansas with 13. Javier Derrick for Kansas with 12. Willer from Kansas with 12. Okalola, 11 for Colorado. 10 for Utah, Keith Cooper Jr. Trevor Woods got 10. Barry Hill Jr., Kansas, 10. And then Jacob Rodriguez. The Big Ten, Graham with 25, Sutton with 23, 21 for Jack Sawyer, and Tyleek Williams with 21. Hit it going crazy with them. Jordan Birch for 17, 15 for Abdul Carter. Kenneth Grant, another D tackle for Michigan. He's going to be a first rounder as well. 13 for Joshua Stewart, Michigan. Then you got Bassa, Oregon, and then Kobe King, Penn State. Look at all these guys. They balling. Indiana, Derek Moore, Justin Jacobs, Oregon, Zariah Fisher, CJ Hicks, and then Derek Harmon. Double ditties. That's your double ditty guys. No ditties. All right. 17 out of Pierce. 15 from Mikal Williams. Scorton with 14. Jalen Walker with 14. Howell, Texas A&M with 12. Shamar Stewart. They got D-line out this world. Keyshawn Silvers, Kentucky. And then Kadori Sidnor. And you're looking at Amari Thomas, Tennessee, Jahad Campbell, Alabama, and Overton, Alabama. Double-digit guys. How about the sack leaders that stay here? 15 and a half for Michael Williams, 14 for Jalen Walker, Jamal Johnson with 11, and Overton with 10. Let's go back up the board. The Big Ten. Dennis Sutton with 11. He's the only double-digit guy right now. Big 12. Nobody's double-digit yet. The American Division, 13 sacks from Patrick Jenkins, the D tackle, fitting in that work. How about the ACC? 9.5, nobody, 10 double digits yet. Let's get to the interceptions. All right, Dion Hill, cornerback from Miami with 6. Cypress, Florida State. You got Damari Brown, 5. We're not going past that. American League, let's see what Tulane over there doing. He got 4 from his strong safety. We're not going past that. It's got to be 5 or more. All right, look at Kobe Bryant. Boy, looking just like the best corner in the college football right now with 7 of them things. Told you if they don't got 5, we ain't talking about it. I just want to see if they'll show Travis Hunter on here. He damn sure got like 5, 6 picks right now. Yep, they're not going to show him. All right, Big Ten. 10 picks from Will Johnson. That's what the best corner in the league supposed to look like. God damn. And then Jabari Muhammad and Coach Falk with 7 of them things. How about Jalen Reed, corner for Penn State, and then DeCarlos Nicholson, senior cornerback. Also Jamari Harris for Iowa with 5. They balling over here. They getting picks like a motherfucker. Pac-12, nobody. We ain't got nobody in the Pac-12. SEC already showed that. Matthews with 6. 5 from Bowman Jr., Spears Jenkins, another Oklahoma guy, and Greedy. He got them boys balling. Look at my boy Boo Carter, true freshman for Tennessee, putting in work. All right, fellas, that's where we at right now. We in week 10. We advanced yesterday, so the next advance is, what's the day? Wednesday, right? Thursday is the next advance, 8 p.m. We will be posting in the chat the advances and all that. And the next show I do, I'm going to talk about the guys that are coming out from college to the NFL so we can combine the connection, right? Right now, I just wanted to give us a baseline on, what to expect when it comes down to the Double R League. Again, if you're in Double R and you want to be in the Madden League, you're not in the Madden League, we got a couple spots open. If you do want to come over there, I think it's about 3 spots open over there, two in the pump, I guess. And if you are in the Madden League and you have college, you would like to be in the college league, so you stay connected, then hit me up and let me know. Let's slide out of here. Go look at some of this